So this came out a few days ago, and I wanted to go over it. I think it is a smart thing, and Idris Elba, even though he's done some things I disagree with, have supported some things I disagree with, he's a smart man, he's a great actor, and my God, I love his point. Idris Elba rejects identity politics, reveals he no longer refers to himself as a specifically black actor. I don't want to be first black. I'm the first Idris. That's what we've been asking for. I don't care what your skin color is. I don't care all this stuff. I just watched Last of Us episode 5. I do not like it. Guess what I did like, though? I liked Henry and I liked Sam. I saw them as characters. I saw them as people. They do some dumb stuff, but I saw their brother relationship. I loved that. I didn't see them for their skin color. I didn't acknowledge them for their skin color. And I don't like saying, well, I like this person because he's black. No, I just like you because of your work or something like that. Michael B. Jordan's fantastic actor. You got M'Baku from Wakanda and all that. The Wakanda Forever and Black Panther. M'Baku, that actor, fantastic actor. You got the actor that's playing Kang in the upcoming MCU movie, fantastic actor. He's in a lot of stuff now, but he's a good actor. You have good actors out there. I don't care if you're skin color, though. I just want good media. I want a good actor, and I will judge you on the basis of your performance, and Idris Elba wants that. Following discussion on his early childhood and the upcoming film sequel to his popular detective series, Luther, The Fallen Sun, Elba and Bialms eventually broached the general topic of race. Ostensibly asked by Bialms about his experience with racism, and this was the Esquire UK. I'm always curious why this is fascinating to people. It's a question I get asked a lot, said Elba. I don't go to my black friends in conversations and ask them to tell me about racism. Have I ever faced racism? Yeah. Elaborating on his seeming annoyance at the premise of Blum's unknown question, the actor asserted, if we spent half the time talking about the difference between the similarities between us, the entire planet would have a shift in the way we deal with each other. As humans, we are obsessed with race, he lamented, and that obsession can really hinder people's aspirations, hinder people's growth. Racism should be a topic for discussion, sure. Racism is very real, but from my perspective, it's only as powerful as you allow it to be. This is what we've been saying! Racism is real, yes. Racism exists. There are racist people out there. But they only have power when you give them that power. Words only have power when you give it power. Things like that. I can't say some of the words because it's bad. But the whole idea is I don't want to judge you based on the color of your skin. I don't care. When it comes to my pop culture characters that I like, the characters from comic books, anime, whatever, I want you to be as close to that as humanly possible. If there's somebody better for the job, that's one thing. But in the day of media, they cast people based solely on skin color. They do. We've seen it. We know they do. It's called DIE. I don't want that. I want to imagine... I want the best people for the job. I want the people to best represent what the character actually is for the job. And also, if it's a black character, I don't want to say, oh, he's black. I want to say, I like the actor who plays this guy. I like Idris Elba. Idris Elba is a fantastic actor. He did a good, I just had his name. Helheim? No. From Thor. Why am I blanking on his name? My God, I'm blanking on the dude's name. But I liked him as Knuckles. I thought he was a fun Knuckles as well. I liked him as Bloodsport. I liked him as Bloodsport 110%. I thought he did a good job as Bloodsport. He's not an accurate Bloodsport, but he did good work. I stopped describing myself as a black actor when I realized it put me in a box. We've got to grow, he urged. We got we've got to, our skin is more than that. It's just skin rant. It's just skin rant over. Yeah, he's 100% right. This push to always see people based on skin color, based on what you sleep with, based on what you have in your pants, all these superficial details are not important. This goes to the idea that that whole Louder and Prouder skit. That skit, that tweet that was put out, the clip that was going around and everything of them begging for reparations just because they were black or things like that. It's pointless. I don't want to view you like that. People nowadays run in the realm of victimhood. Constantly thinking, well, I'm black, so therefore I'm this. Constantly thinking, well, you're black, therefore you're that. No. Idris Elba is a fantastic actor who happens to be black. He's not a black actor. That's what Idris Elba wants to be perceived as. That's what I think more people should be going after. I want it. It ultimately ends racism when you quit constantly bringing up the factors of race. When you quit focusing on that, it breaks you out. And when he says it puts me in a box, yes, that's another thing we've been going over. It puts him in a giant box that you can only be in this character with this style, with this type. That's another thing we've been doing. That is flawed to acting. Yes, I want my characters to be representative of who they were in comic books, who they were in the books, who they were here, and here. I want to get you the closest actor that you can to fit that role. At the same time, I want to judge the actor based on the acting performance, based on their merit. When you say that, well, you're black, so you can only do black roles, things of that nature, it puts him in a box. All he thinks all you view him as is black actor instead of Idris Elba, who happens to be black. I accept that it is a part of my journey to be aware that, in my case, I might be the first to look like me, to do a certain thing, recognize the actor. And that's good to leave as part of my legacy, so that other people, black kids, but also white kids, grow up in the circumstances I grew up in, are able to see the world as a kid who came from Canning Town, who ended up doing what I do. It can be done. Exactly. Just be a good person and people will flock to you. Be a good representative. Be a good character. Be a good actor. And people will say, hey, I can do that too. Doesn't matter if you're black, brown, white, indigenous, what have you. You can do it. Wrapping up his thoughts on the topic, Elba then recalled, I didn't become an actor because I didn't see black people doing it, and I wanted to change it. That I did it because I thought that's a great profession and I could do a good job at it. As you get up the ladder, you get asked what it's like to be the first black to do this or that. Well, it's the same as it would be if I were white. It's the first time for me. I don't want to be the first black. I'm the first Idris. Yes! Yes! The first Idris. I want him to keep that energy. That is the energy we should have. He's not the first black this. He's not the first black that. He is Idris Elba. Michael B. Jordan is Michael B. Jordan. God, why can't I remember the actor who does Kang? The actor who does Kang is the actor who does Kang. That's it. When you break away from this perception of, well, I'm black, so I'm just this, I'm this, I'm this, you start limiting yourself. You start putting yourself in that box that Idris Elba is talking about. Instead, when you say, hey, I'm Idris Elba. Okay, let's see what you do. And this is my work. Okay, you're good. Idris Elba, fantastic actor, has done tons of great work. Heimdall, that's the character he is. That's what I was trying to think of. He's great as Luther. What is this one? Dr. Nate Samuels. I haven't seen this yet. I might look that up. I liked him as Knuckles. I thought he was fun as Knuckles. Knuckles is one of my favorite characters in the Sonic universe. He did it perfectly. He's not the brightest guy, but he was able to use his classically trained style of acting, this very immense presence, bring it down to a character who is kind of more of a goofball, a cartoon character, who's not the brightest bulb in the box, and he did it wonderfully. That's all that should ever matter. It doesn't matter what his skin color is. Again, he did Knuckles perfectly. He did all this stuff perfectly, and yet I'm not a huge fan of him as Heimdall. I'll admit it, but mainly because of comic book representation and stuff. But I still liked him as it. I'm not his biggest fan, but I liked his portrayal of it. And that is all that should ever matter. But let me get you guys' thoughts down in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share it out with your friends. Hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.